Welcome to the start of a new F1 Manager 2026 career mode, where we try to put Ferrari back to its former glory. We are using the 2026 Accurate Database overhaul with driver transfers and staff. We are here now at the start of the 2026 F1 season. We are 64 days out from Melbourne. So I was thinking of an even upgrade path into Australia so we can upgrade all of our parts equally. We have a 5.1 for our CFD. So if we just divide it by 6, we get 8.5. Yep. And for our wind tunnel hours, we have 68, so divided by 6, that's 11.3. So I wanted to optimize the chassis for the drag reduction for top speeds, but it looked like that we are sacrificing our high speed in medium corners, so I'm finding a balance between the two, and I think, yeah, I was thinking of sacrificing the durability, but it's gonna cost so much in the long run, so yeah, I just opted to sacrifice the engine cooling and the X model to just for that pure pace. And we're gonna put this at intense so that our next upgrades, and for our side pods, I did the same. I sacrificed the engine cooling just to get that pure pace. For the underflare, it was quite tricky because it started all with negatives. So I just sacrificed the durability. It's gonna cost more in the long run, but I am not sacrificing much in terms of our cornering abilities and our top speed and acceleration. So after the upgrades, I decided to upgrade the design center and the CFD, so we will get better upgrades, as well as our hospitality, helipad, and tour center to help us boost in our marketability. I went to the affiliates and changed Giovinazzi's focus into car development to help our car upgrade fast. I went in and signed Mick Schumacher, bring him back to the Ferrari family, selecting car development for him. We need that extra to catch up with that rocket ship of a Mercedes. So we are here at Melbourne for the Australian Grand Prix, and we have fitted the new upgrades aside from the front and rear wing because they have not been manufactured yet. As you can see here on the right hand side, we are the best in the grid in terms of cornering speeds. However, our X mode effectiveness is subpar compared to the grid, and with Australia having 4 sections where we use them, we might struggle in overtaking or even pulling away from our competitors. And also a little side note here, we are dead last in engine cooling. Our engine will be cooking in that Australian heat.
It's wonderful to be back down under for the Australian Grand Prix. The beginning of a brand new Formula One season. Every team, every driver, whether rookies or champions, all start here on zero, ahead of another year's battle for glory. Well, there's a newcomer in the RB seat this weekend, an opportunity for them to see what they can do with the car. Let's get on with the weekend.
You could see there that the new rookie Arvid Lindblad has an in-game model, and every new driver from last season also has one from like Kimi Antonelli, Hajar Behrman, all of them has a new face model. So I will be skipping free practice and qualifying because it does take a lot of time. So we'll be jumping straight into the race.
Well, the fans here are all set, every one of them eagerly awaiting the 58 laps of today's race.
Albert Park often seems to set teammate against teammate. From Hill and Villeneuve dueling for the 1996 win, to Bottas beating fellow Mercedes driver and pole sitter Hamilton to the win in 2019.
The Albert Park circuit is bursting with rapid corners and a long straight where drivers can push their speed to the limits. Good attention to medium speed downforce will likely make beating this beast of a track just a little bit easier. Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action. It's race day.
We will be starting P3 and P5 with Max Verstappen splitting our drivers, and of course the two Mercedes drivers locking out the front row. And look at here, the two Alpines getting into the top 10 with Gasly on P6, and also the two Audi drivers also in the top 10. So we are expecting a two-stop race here for both drivers. And both drivers are starting with the softs, but I put Hamilton on the hards for the last stint because we are expecting him to manage the tires a bit better compared to Charles with his experience, and he will be able to push on those hards at the end of the race. Well, I did put Charles on the mediums on the last stint, so he might not be able to push more compared to Hamilton, but he will have the tire advantage at the end.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. I suspect that we'll all be closely following Charles Leclerc in this one.
Starting P5 gives them a great position off the line. If they manage the race right, well, it could get even better.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. Brace yourselves for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
So both drivers here having an okay start, not really getting an advantage, not really losing out. Staying in position. Nice. Having a look down the outside. No, Antonelli shut that down. We are battling here, but look at that. Russell already 1.7 seconds ahead of the pack. Russell with 1.8 ahead, and Verstappen dropping back with only 0.7 behind, and Leclerc only 0.2 behind. I think we have more pace than the. I think we have more pace against the Red Bull, so I think Leclerc should be overtaking him. No, for his. Now at the end of the first, wow, Russell 2 seconds ahead now. Are pulling away from Verstappen 1.3. Now the gap, but Leclerc's not overtaking him. He's losing delta, he's losing time. And Hamilton, smart ass, and Hamilton, is sticking with, Kimi. I don't think he's challenging him enough. We don't have that straight line speed, and you can remember our X mode delta, our X mode effectiveness is one of the least effective in the grid. And look at here. Leclerc going out the outside and overtaking Max. Nice. That's huge for the, for the Delta, for the race.
Okay.
Oh, Max looking at the inside. Nope,
Copy that.
too far away. Nicely done, Charles. I think that's overtake
Can't
done.
get much quicker.
Oh, look at that, look at that. Hamilton overtaking Kimi. Oh, wow. Overtake on the outside. Oh, he's re-overtaking us. This Charles and Max. Does he have the overspeed? No. Max is putting so much pressure on Charles now. We need to create a gap. But I think it's too late. Max on the inside. Ah, overtaking us. Now we're in pressure between the two Alpines. Gasly here and Piastri. Oh, Gasly has mega start. That Alpine. Ooh, actually, he was pushed wide. Now he's behind Colapinto now. P8 and P7. We need to close up on Max to push. Oh, Piastri all over the back of us and overtaking us. Wow. Yeah, Charles is falling. Lewis Hamilton's still within touching distance with Antonelli. Fast forward here a bit and we're looking for Max. No, he closed the door. That was close. And oh, look at this. Colapinto. Colapinto overtook us. The Alpines. The Alpines are so weak. Wow. Overtook Max. Colapinto is on a mission. Damn. Okay. We are pushing here a little bit. We need to conserve the tires a little bit better for us to make the strategy work. Wow, Colapinto now in P5. Fast forward a little bit here and we are on the back of Colapinto. We're gaining, we're gaining, we're gaining. Not enough. On the inside. Nicely done. We can push towards Piastri now, which just look at the gap, 4.2 seconds. Note that clean air is so powerful, but I don't think we can push towards Piastri as Colapinto overtook us again. Wow. The Alpines are really so fast. Oh, and look at this. As we overtake Colapinto, Hamilton had a lockup. Wow.
Here's the replay. Now we're with Lewis Hamilton here. Oh, all right so far. The brakes couldn't cope. Just unable to control the car by that point.
I just went straight. He was well within a second of Kimi. Now he's 4.6. Piastri is also 4.6 behind. Leclerc following shortly, and wow, look at this Alpine 6-7. They're a competitive car, very competitive. And look at this Verstappen at P9, just in front of Hajar. It started, I believe, outside the top 10. Wow, look at those. Yep, here we go. Verstappen pitting. We ourselves are in the pit window. It's been a few laps now, and the Alpines are still on our tail, so we decided to deploy the ERS now just to make a gap. You know, because I think we are pulling them. We are much faster in the corners, but they are getting closer due to that X mode. You see there is 1 second below, but that X mode still on for him. Look how fast he closes the gap from 1 second to all the way to 0.6. Okay, he did pit, but Ken Norris actually, look at that 1.6 on the main straight, and now he's right at our back. That that X mode Mercedes engine or whatever is so powerful in the straights. I am thinking here, no, I'm not getting any advantage here, so I just decided to pit Charles a lap earlier to see if we can undercut them and have, you know, clean air. So you can see there, Piastri also pitted. He had the same idea. Now, I did. Now, since Piastri pitted, I am pitting Hamilton also. He might undercut us if we don't pit immediately. A good stop, 2.6, and we are well ahead, nice. If I didn't pit him, I would come behind Opos. I would have come out behind Piastri. And you can see we do struggle in the straight, so overtaking might be difficult. Lap 18 now, and we are stuck behind Behrman, who has not pitted yet. And look at that, Piastri has closed down the gap because we cannot overtake Behrman, and ooh, Piastri trying to go in the inside there. It's very important we overtake Behrman here. Nicely done, and I think Piastri hasn't done it. No. Immediately gets past Behrman. It is 1 second behind us. Can close that gap very quickly now. Ooh, we might be in trouble. He's gaining. Ooh, in the inside. Oh, he got us. Wow. We're outside the podium positions now. Wow. Already 1.1 second behind. Lap 26 now, and we are still behind Piastri. They are now 16 seconds behind those Mercedes. And we've built up the battery, deployed it, and we have overtaken Piastri. It took us what? 8 laps? 9 laps to overtake Piastri? Look at that. Look at the speed difference. We're already 1.4 ahead. Oh no. We have a mechanical fault. Oh no, the ERS. Already. In the first race of the season. Negative X harvesting efficiency, so we will have
Understood.
less harvesting. We have less energy throughout the race. Wow. Nothing much happened between lap 28 and 33, but as you can see here, Hamilton, has grown that gap to 7.5 towards Piastri, and you know, like, ooh, overtake done. Think overtake done.
Yep.
Nope. Down the inside. But yeah, Charles is having the same problem as Hamilton, that he cannot overtake Piastri, and Norris, who was just behind us, pitted. And he is closing that gap quickly, so essentially Piastri is holding us back so that Norris can undertake us. It's Hamilton's, optimal pit lap now, so we will be pitting him. Out in front, he's doing great job, great pace. Not really at the pace of those Mercedes, but he is well faster than those McLaren. And one of them is holding us back, and now look at here. Norris only 8 seconds behind us now. No, we can't beat now. We are looking for that tire offset at the end of the race. So we are hoping we can catch up and overtake us as we do here with Piastri with those old tires now. Yeah, now pitted. Once we overtake him, he pitted. Wow.
Oh, it looks like a pit stop issue.
Oh no. And look at this. The undercut for Norris worked out so great. He is now ahead of Hamilton. We are now 5.1 seconds behind Norris, outside of the podium. Wow. Such a great strategy from McLaren. But they did just a little bit dirty there. He was the lead car. Preferential treatment towards Norris? I don't know. Just Leclerc just came out the pits barely in front of Piastri there. 1.1 second. Can we overtake? No, I don't think so. Couple laps more in. We're still behind Piastri. Hamilton still 5.4 seconds behind. 15 laps to go, and Leclerc down the inside. Wow.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Right, we're taking the second corner. It's there for the taking. And fifth place after that.
Yeah, we just outbreak him. Hey, look at that. Look at the difference between the delta of the two. We're already 1 second behind. We're so much faster in the corners. Just in the just in the streets, they just catch up so quickly with that Mercedes engine. Now we're under pressure. Look at that. Norris way older tires starting to fall off. That 5 second gap is now only 3.2 seconds. And look at that, it's going down very fast. The only matter is if Hamilton can overtake. Another matter is can Leclerc actually get away from Piastri? Get away from Piastri. We are much faster. Lap 47 now, and I decided to deploy the ERS for Charles. It's not enough for the whole lap, but I'm banking that he will create a gap here in the first sector and the second sector, so Piastri won't get that X mode on. I think he did it. 1.2 seconds behind. Yeah, he did it. Look at that. Hamilton overtook Norris. When did that happen?
So this is what happened. So let's follow the action going into turn 12. It's certainly inviting.
Ooh.
Up into third and contending for a podium place.
Just down the inside. Well, Hamilton has newer tires, so I believe he'll create that gap easily now. The question is, can Leclerc catch up to Norris? There's a possibility he's on the mediums, newer mediums, and Norris is on the hards, way older hards now. And look at this, 53 laps out of the 58, and Leclerc has catch up with Norris. We are on for a 5-4, and wow, that was quite an easy overtake actually. Similar place to where Hamilton overtook Norris. Now the question is, can Leclerc push away from Norris? I think so. Older tires, much more degraded than mine. We are on the soft mediums. So we have the tire advantage. Oh my, down the inside. Norris. And the reigning world champion here. On the inside, no, he closed that. Shut the door on us. There are a few more TRS X-mode spots here. We'll try and overtake. Oh, that acceleration, yes. Great acceleration from the Mercedes engine. And with the slips. Just outbraking him. We can create a graph here now. Yep, 1.5 seconds, 1.4. Nicely done. And look at here. Antonelli P1. You know, he started P2 in this race and he's actually, it's looking like he's much more experienced. Much more experienced than Nathan Russell.
What a race! The Mercedes gets the win.
Just amazing. I think that's a race that people will be talking about for years to come.
And there you have it. Kimi Antonelli, a Formula One Grand Prix winner for the first time here in Australia, with Russell in P2 just behind him. And look at here, our driver P3 Hamilton, first podium for Ferrari. Wow, and Leclerc behind him P4, Norris and Piastri P5 and P6.
Nice.
Look at that, Verstappen actually getting lapped. Behind him Hajar, Hulkenberg, and Gasly. Colapinto. Colapinto P14. He fell. Wow. That's the tire
Car
management.
was okay. Ah, so happy.
That's the experience between, you know, Colapinto and Gasly. They're shown throughout the racecraft.
Well, that's another race wrapped up for Lewis Hamilton.
And third place sees them round off today with a trophy to mark the occasion.
And Lewis Hamilton takes to the podium once more, adding yet another trophy to his legacy.
That marks their first podium of the season too. A proud moment.
Well, it wasn't exactly a walk in the park, but it was a thrilling weekend here for us all at the Australian Grand Prix. As far as Ferrari are concerned, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling after that race?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And that's about that for this weekend here in Melbourne.
Join us for the next round as we head to Shanghai for all the excitement of the Chinese Grand Prix.